Hello, everyone. I would like to present my seminar topic coming from question number 9, which is explain how compiler and linker put together a program. In other ways, how a program is made through the use of compilation and linking mechanisms. My name is Wisdom. So, in relating to the question above, to talk of the compilation, we may refer to the processing of source code and creation of an object file, meaning to see how the source code is converted into an object code. So the process that manages that is what we call compilation. It's some sort of like the translation process, because a source code is a program written in high-level programming languages. So we have quite number of high-level programming languages. So for example, we could talk of C, C++, Java, and so many examples of high-level programming languages. So when these programs are written in in the high-level programming language, if that program is to be executed into the computer system, the compilation has to take place, because that's a process whereby the source code is being converted into an object code. So at this step or this stage, after that has been done, doesn't create anything the user can actually run. So instead, the compiler merely produces the machine language, like I said. So the machine instructions which are referring to an object code correspond to the source code that was compiled. For instance, if you compile maybe separate files, you need also to have separate 3 object files, which means the object files should correspond to these 3 separate files as well, so that the output can come clearly in that manner. So the object files, basically they come in different file formats, like .o, and then we have a .obj. These are just the file extensions depending on the compiler that you are using. Each of these files contain translation of your source code file into machine language. So you need to turn them into executables so that an operating system can use. At this level, that's where the linker can be used, or the linker comes in. So from now, the source code, the compilation process has been done, and then now it reaches to this part whereby if this program or the main function uh, is in need of certain files which can be called in libraries through open or cross subroutines. That's where now you see that some small files can be called from these libraries to form part of the main function so that they can be executed as the whole program and load into the main memory. So basically what we are saying when it comes to linking is simply as the process of gathering or accumulating all other program files and functions together that are necessary for program execution. So if a programmer, for instance, would like to use the square root or power function in the program, then the programmer have to link the object code of this function to the main function. So which means certain files with the defined file extension will be called to be part of the main function, which is included in those library files. So while developing a program, subroutines are frequently used, like I said. So subroutines basically have got specific type of task to perform in the main function. So in a summary way, we can define linker as a program that links or combines more programs to form a single program. The figure that we have here represents the execution process of a program on how compiler and linker are used or utilized. So here you see that from the beginning, from the way start explaining this concept, I talked of the source code, this part. So the source code is being now compiled. So the source code, it could be any high-level programming language. It could be C++, it could be C. So this source code will be compiled. So after the compilation, then the object code comes. So this object code is in the it is now in the language the computer understands. So the computer can execute on an object code. So as the program goes through into the main memory, you will find that if the main function needs some files to be part of it, the linker can do that particular uh, role. So basically, frequently subroutines will be used. So in this case, certain files will be called from these libraries through linker to form part of the main function, and the execution process continues to get loaded into the main memory. So if you look at this picture, depicts the whole process on how the whole execution process of a program is done in the computer system. So how does this relate to an operating system? So if we focus on the laws of an operating system, you find that memory management, talk of process management, becomes the major roles of the operating system. So from the definition of an operating system, the basic one, when we say the operating system uh, takes over the entire operations of the computer system, okay, to the extent of allowing a number of computer programs, utilities to be learned into the computer without human intervention. So basically, what we are talking about, if the program is uh, loaded and is operating the main memory, there is certain control which is being provided by the operating system, being the system software that is capable of controlling whatever is taking place into the computer system. So I think this makes sense. Uh, this is how far I can go explaining on this seminar topic. I'd like to thank you for your attention, and bye bye.